Tesla was founded in 2003 by a group of engineers who wanted to prove that people didn't need to compromise to drive electric, that electric vehicles can be better, quicker, and more fun to drive than gasoline cars. Today, Tesla builds not only all-electric vehicles, but also infinitely scalable clean energy generation and storage products. Tesla believes the faster the world stops relying on fossil fuels and move towards a zero-emission future, the better. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy through increasingly affordable electric vehicles and energy products. To ramp production to 500,000 cars per year, Tesla alone will require today's entire worldwide supply of lithium-ion batteries. The Tesla Gigafactory was born out of necessity and will supply enough batteries to support Tesla's projected vehicle demand. Today, the Gigafactory produces Model 3 electric motors and battery packs, in addition to Tesla's energy storage products, Powerwall and PowerPack. Tesla initially considered several sites, but Northern Nevada was not one of them. A manager at Reno Tahoe International Airport offered some of its 3,000 available acres at Reno State Airport and persuaded the TRIC owner to split the bill for a private jet to fly Tesla people to the area. They tried several times, and Tesla eventually came to TRIC and was pleased by the speed of regulatory work. Gigafactory 1 is aligned on True North, which was done so that the equipment can be mapped by GPS and solar panels on the roof can be accurately aligned. The factory has also been designed to become entirely energy self-reliant. Tesla intends to power the structure through a combination of on-site solar, wind, and geothermal sources. The factory started limited production of Powerwalls and PowerPacks in the first quarter of 2016 using battery cells produced elsewhere, and began mass production of cells in January 2017. Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval estimated that Nevada could enjoy $100 billion in economic benefit over 2 decades from the construction and operation of the factory. The grand opening event was held on July 29, 2016. The facility that is located at the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, TRIC, employed around 7,000 people at the end of 2018, with a goal of hiring thousands more with a total of nearly 10,000 statewide. Future manufacturing programs may also move to Nevada. In July 2014, it was announced that Panasonic had reached a basic agreement with Tesla to invest in a factory, estimated to cost $5 billion. Panasonic agreed to lead the battery cell production portion of the manufacturing, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk indicated in 2015 that the total Panasonic investment would be $1.5 to $2 billion, and that Tesla would not expand beyond original plans. In early 2016, Panasonic president Kazuhiro Tsuga confirmed a planned total investment of about $1.6 billion by the company to equip the factory to full capacity. However, after the number of Model 3 reservations became known in April 2016, Panasonic moved production plans forward and announced a bond sale for $3.86 billion, most of it to be invested in Gigafactory. At least 5 states competed to attract Gigafactory by offering tax incentives, cash grants, and other methods in the hope of future business. California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and Texas, where San Antonio had offered bigger incentives with no sales tax but did not get the factory. Nevada estimated a tax base of $1.9 billion over 20 years. After sticky negotiations, Tesla chose the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, TRIC, as the location of the Gigafactory, mainly due to speed and a state of Nevada incentive package. Other location reasons were rail access, direct salability, and low air humidity to ensure less than 300 ppm humidity in production. The TRIC owners gave the first 1,000 acres to Tesla for free. The incentives include $195 million in transferable tax credits, depending on Tesla's investment schedule and job creation, similar to the Volkswagen Chattanooga assembly plant deal and others. At the end of 2016, Tesla and Panasonic had 477 employees and 5,591 construction workers, mostly Nevada residents. By 2019, the Gigafactory companies, now more than 7,700 employees, had invested a combined $4.9 billion, $3 billion by Tesla and $1.7 billion by Panasonic, and $100 million by H&T plus some equipment. Logistics. The 6-mile Nevada State Route 439 USA Parkway was built by Trick and connects it to Interstate 80. This improves traffic conditions for the many large logistics centers at Trick and Gigafactory, bypassing Reno on the way to US Route 50. Tesla plans to ship batteries by rail to its car factory in Fremont. Water is scarce in Nevada, and some of the water for the Gigafactory is piped from a treatment plant in neighboring Washoe County. A 1.5 million US gallon, or 5.7 million liter, water tank is also used, about 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Trick built high-pressure natural gas lines to its sites, but Tesla decided to use electricity and not connect natural gas to Gigafactory. Heat pump technology is used for heating, and a $6.8 million hot water storage tank with 10 million gallons is used to balance the heat. In 2014, Navigant estimated 100 million watt electricity delivery, which could be supplied, on average, by nearby wind turbines and roof solar panels. Construction. Depending on season and building stage, the number of construction workers has fluctuated between 250 and 1,800. Gigafactory and the other large companies affect the local area by increased needs in transportation and housing. House prices increased by 17% in 2015, from half of the peak in the previous 2008 building bubble. Operations. Tesla owns the land and building and leases part of the building to several suppliers. The Gigafactory is operated by a management team under executive Jens Peter Clausen, formerly a Lego executive, who is VP of Gigafactory at Tesla. By April 2016, Gigafactory had 317 Tesla employees and 52 by Panasonic, most of them from Nevada. In 2017, 3,249 employees were registered, and by December 2018, 7,000 people worked at GF1, increasing to 7,557 by June 2019. Production. The factory is intended to gradually provide cradle-to-cradle handling of batteries, from raw material over components to finished products, and recycling old batteries into new. Cells constitute most of the value creation, whereas packing and electronics are minor parts. Tesla views production as more important than products and assigns more engineers to developing production equipment than to developing products. Future expansion. On April 30, 2015, Elon Musk announced that the factory heretofore known simply as the Gigafactory was now to be known as Gigafactory 1, as Tesla plans to build more such factories in the future. After receiving $800 million of orders, $179 million Powerwall, $625 million for PowerPack, within 1 week of unveiling, Musk estimated that the Gigafactory 1 is not enough to supply demand. In May 2017, at TED Talk, Elon Musk stated his intention to announce 3 or 4 new Gigafactory sites to manufacture both batteries and complete cars. Gigafactory 2. Tesla Giga New York, or Gigafactory 2, is a photovoltaic (PV) cell factory leased by Tesla's subsidiary Solar City in Buffalo, New York. The factory, owned by the state of New York, was built on brownfield land remediated from a former steel mill. Construction of the factory started in 2014 and was completed in 2016-17. In 2013, the site of Gigafactory 2 was planned as a clean energy business incubation center. The factory, in a partnership with Panasonic, started limited assembly of photovoltaic modules in 2017 using imported Japanese PV cells. It began commercial production of modules in 2017. In 2018, Solar City began the production of individual solar cells. In late 2019 or early 2020, Tesla began commercial installation of version 3 of its Solar Roof product. By early 2020, Tesla had increased the number of employees at the factory to more than 1,500, but Panasonic planned to leave the solar partnership at the factory in 2020. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, employment at the factory decreased in the first half of 2020. Operations. The factory began production of solar cells in 2017 and assembly of photovoltaic modules for solar panels under Panasonic. In January 2018, Tesla announced, after testing on employees' roofs, that it would begin installing its new product on commercial customers' homes within the next few months. Tesla delayed mass production of the solar roof because of its focus on the ramp-up of the Tesla Model 3 and development of a third version of the solar roof. By early 2020, Tesla began commercial installation of version 3 of the solar roof product. Tesla has also begun producing charging equipment for its supercharger network at the factory. Jobs commitment. In 2018, Tesla committed to providing 1,460 jobs at the factory by April 2020. By early 2020, that number had increased to 1,834, including 376 Panasonic employees who were planned to leave by September. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, however, employment at the factory decreased to 474 as of April 30th, and the company requested and received another year until 2021 to meet its hiring goals. By September 2020, the company had resumed hiring at the factory. How many Gigafactories do you think Tesla will own by the end of this decade? Write your suggestions down below in the comments.